Right, don't know how long this video is going to be. Might be short, might be long. I'll try and do it quick. Just want to address a few things. I've not rehearsed this or wrote anything down, so it'll just be off the top of my head. The video went up a few days ago. You're asking people to stop it now and to let it all come to an end. Yeah, I agree with you. I should have stopped a long time ago. But the trouble is, a lot of people don't know the actual ins and outs. Yeah, the video went up before, and that would have been the end of it when we all had a conversation. But comments were still made behind people's back. Comments were still made in other groups regarding me, regarding Rob. They were never addressed. You know, yeah, and it probably has gone too far now, and people need to stop. You know, we can go back to the beginning when this all started. I mean, and you guys on the other side know why it started, because I fell out with one of your mates. But the reason for that is never, you know, that never gets discussed. I'm just looked at by friends of his and followers as a bully because I don't like the guy. But no one's never discussed why I fell out with the guy. You lot know why. I can say it on here. It was all over subscriber mail. Him taking stuff off people he should have been taking stuff off. You know, people that couldn't afford it, people that, you know, maybe were having a few mental health issues, things that you lot always talk about. And I didn't think it was right, and I voiced my opinion on that, and that made me and him fall out. That's where it all started. And then you go to the point where me and him had an argument, and he then claims that as bullying. Now, just again, bullying is not two people having a disagreement. If you have a disagreement with your wife, you're not bullying her, it's a disagreement. Me and him had a disagreement. We didn't get on, we didn't agree. He didn't agree with me, I didn't agree with him. That's fine. We kind of like each other. As everyone knows, or people on my side know, never once did I tell the guy he had to leave any groups or I couldn't be in groups with him. Thoroughly his decision to leave the groups. Nothing to do with me. And Paul, you can back me up on this. I contacted you and said, let's talk and sort it all out. He didn't want to talk to me. Told me he never wants to speak to me again. These are your words, not mine. I was more than happy to talk to him, try and sort it out. I also said, tell him to stay in the groups and we'll ignore each other. We won't have any more interactions. We just, you know, do our own things. We won't interact. No, he couldn't do that. He couldn't be in a group that I was in. So that was down to him. He left. And what did he do the moment he left? He then plastered everywhere that he had to leave because he was bullied. So here we go. This is where the bully thing started, the reputation. It was also enhanced because I was an admin in your group for many years. And you've admitted to yourself on the video, Paul, that you stepped back and let me and Rob deal with a lot of the trolls and people you had problems with. So there's another reason why I got a reputation as a bully, because I was dealing with people in your group. And for the record, being called a bully, anyone I dealt with in your group, I never removed, I never blocked. That was done by other admins, removing people from the group. I never removed anyone. I don't remove people, I don't block people. Did in the end, because of the amount of abuse I got, but never used to. And let's go to that. When I was an admin, I'd get messages nearly every day calling me horrible names, calling me things. That's fine, you know, I'm a grown man, I can take that. Then actually in the group I'd be called a racist or a sexist or a homophobe because I didn't like a film. I've never mentioned anything about person's sexuality or skin colour, but that was allowed to go on as well, Paul. Talk about bullying, that was allowed to go on. But, you know, if I occasionally would lose my temper and call someone a dickhead, I was in the wrong. So again, it's all very one-sided. So, you know, this thing gets built up about me being a bully and bullying people. It's all forgotten that when I started doing the streams with Rob, that 90% of these people that now call me a bully, we were the first streams they ever went on. We invited them on. We invited people on, you know, don't want to talk about people's sexuality, that were maybe struggling with that. We had people on that were disabled. None of you lot ever did that. But these people instantly turned on me because this reputation got built up of me being a bully. And where did that all come from, I wonder? People might look at the stuff I do now and go, well, it is bullying. You're taking a piss out of people. Yeah, it's not bullying. It's called a parody. You're having a laugh. Stuff that they do in their own videos. But this was started because when I was removed from the group, which, eventually happened because I was trolled for months by a member of your group. Because you don't forget, you removed me as an admin. I was no longer an admin. You removed me as an admin. So I couldn't do anything about the guy that was trolling me because he was in the same group as me. And I have the messages. I reached out to you, to Magpie, loads of times about this guy. You totally ignored me. And we all know why. Because you wanted me to leave. You wanted me to snap so that you could then remove me and get your friend back in, which is what happened. I eventually had enough of the guy and had a go at him. And then that gave you the ammunition you needed to get me out of the group, which you did. And again, if I'm just removed from a group, for whatever reason, I can deal with that. Not a problem. It's a Facebook group. But the fact you removed me, basically just to get your friend back in, and again, we talk about bullying. And we then go to that. Your friend returns to the group, and what's the first thing that gets posted in the group? Now the toxic element's gone, I can return. So I'm then getting called toxic. I'm a bully and I'm toxic. No need for that either, was there? So now we move on. How long ago was that? 2 years ago? 2.5? I don't know. A long time ago. So for the last 2 and a bit years, my reputation has grown and grown and grown and grown into me being a toxic bully. Where did that all stem from? I know where it all stemmed from you lot. And I've seen the posts, and before you say it, I've saved everything, and this is why I save things for a reason. Seen people in your community talking about me, calling me toxic, calling me a bully. No, you don't ever correct them on it. You never say, no, Lee's not like that. We just had a falling out, or this happened. No, never happened. And I started this other little group, and I can show you people have come into our group and said things about you. It gets removed instantly. They get corrected. It gets removed. We don't let it go on in our group. It gets removed. Yeah, stuff's probably got up recently about you, which I haven't removed, because why should I? Why should I give you the courtesy when you don't do the same for me? Why? I was never afforded the same courtesy, was I? Ever. And let's go back to that, when I was removed. I'm in other groups, other Facebook groups, other movie groups, and people know me in there. I don't even know. Oh, I know who you are. You're that bully. Where'd that come from? Not from me, is it? It's from you lot. Spreading stuff about me that's not true. You like I said, you got short memories back to when I was sending you hundreds of pounds worth of stuff and steelbooks and stuff. I was the nicest guy in the world then. I didn't change. I'm still the same guy I was then. The only people that changed was you lot. I never changed. It's funny how you all turned on me when I stopped sending you subscriber mail on steelbooks. And you also turned on me because I dared to confront one of your friends about taking subscriber mail of someone that was vulnerable. Then you all decided you was going to turn on me. So what does that look like? I know what it looks like to me. And yeah, stuff's gone over the last year and a bit. Videos have been made. You've made videos. We've made videos. Why is that? We had that chat. That should have been the end of it. But no, in your community, you never addressed it in your community. You addressed it on a chat with me, which is fine. But that don't clear all the thousands of people who think I'm a bully and I'm toxic, because you've never addressed that. You've never told them what actually happened. Maybe some have seen the video and they can judge from it from themselves, because you can see in the video what really happened. But never in your community did you put a post up about me. You never say, no, this is not what happened. Lee wasn't like this. So you talk about bullying and defamation and slander. That's what you've done to me for the last few years. And you've let it go on. And let's talk about another thing. You've never had death threats, Paul, have you? I have. From people in your community. Serious death threats. Not joking, oh, I'm going to give you a slap, mate. Serious death threats. I've had weapons being brandished on videos and stuff. I've had all that. It's all come my way. From people in one person, individual, who's in your community. They even had to get the police involved. Not against me. I can deal with someone having a go at me. I'm a grown man. But bringing my children into it and my parents, they're going to burn my parents' house down and strangle my mum and rape. What the fuck? But remember, Paul, I reached out to you about this, gentleman. amicably. I said, can you do something about this? You know, there's a line you don't cross. You did nothing. You did nothing. Your response was, well, he's never caused any problems to me. So do you think if someone in a group I was in was sending you death threats about your parent, about your dad, or about your family, do you think I'd let that go? No, I'd be having a serious word with them and say, no, you don't, that's no, it's out of order. But you let that go. That was allowed. And now I see a video of you upset because, you know, telling me I'm going to have blood on my hands. I'm going to have blood on my hands, am I? What have you lot done to me for the last 2 years? Did you ever once consider my mental health? No, you didn't. We had this chat on the video. And I'm saying now, I don't talk about my private life and stuff that goes on. I don't, but I will. When all this went on, 2 of my family members had recently been diagnosed with cancer. You know this. Luckily, they both pulled through. But at the time, it was touch and go for both of them. As well as me being seriously ill, stuff you know about, which you obviously didn't care about, because when Rob told you what had happened to me, he was like, well, don't use the health card, which is another insult to me. I died twice and was revived within the space of a few months, but don't use the health card. Okay? So I had all that going on in my life. And on top of that, most communities that I go in, I'm known as a bully. People who've never spoken to me, never had a conversation with me, call me a bully, call me toxic, call me a vile piece of shit, all that. Like I said, bullying is not one person having an argument with another one. Bullying is a group of people on one. And that's exactly what you've lot instigated against me. A whole community turned against me. And you want to talk about bullying? I had a whole community go against me. You think that's not affected me over the last few years? It's seriously affected me. Yeah, and we make parody videos and we have a laugh. That's my way of dealing with it. That's how I deal with it. Because, you know, none of you, you know, I was blocked, I was blacklisted and blackballed by all of you. You all blocked me, didn't want to talk to me. You welcome back people in the community who were basically the instigators of all the trouble. But I was never welcomed back. I was kicked out, I was blackballed, and my reputation was completely destroyed. You know, and all this mental health talk that I keep hearing, you let that all go on under your watch, Paul. You could have done something about it. You could have done a video. You could have told people in your community to stop. You could have said, no, you know, that's not what actually happened. This is what happened. But no, it was all left to simmer and, you know, go on and on and on. And it will never change because now it's gone too far. I'll always be known as this toxic person. You know, I can speak to people now in communities, and I've spoken to before, and they know who I am. Because of what? Because of this reputation. And like I said, where'd that reputation come from? It didn't come from me, did it? And people will point to go, yeah, well, you're doing videos now. Yeah, I am. I do videos now, and I do take the piss and have a laugh. Yeah. But put that in line with what's happened to me over the last 2 years. How I've been treated. How my reputation's been completely destroyed. You talk about your reputation. Look at me. Like I said, I've gone from this nice guy that everyone thought was a great guy. Not me saying it, these are your words. Who was kind and caring and considerate and do anything for anyone, to being a toxic bully. I just changed overnight, did I? No. I never changed. I'm exactly the same person I've always been. You guys changed. You changed because, you know, you didn't like me standing up against one of your friends. Basically, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. You all need to have a good look at yourselves because, yeah, I've probably done things I shouldn't have said. I've probably said things I shouldn't have said. But, you know, for every action, there's a reaction. You've said that yourself, and that's true. There is a reaction. And this all could have been nipped in the bud years ago if you just would have put people straight on the whole situation and not lied about it and told them what really happened. You know? I don't need this in my life. I don't need this. And all the stuff recently about legal action and going to the police and all that. If you want to do that, that's fine. That's up to you. But remember, it goes both ways. I have enough stuff saved, enough evidence, enough screenshots of conversations where people spoke about me. You know, I have all that saved. So that can all go to the police as well. Slander and defamation works both ways. So, and I've had it for the last 2 and a bit years, not just for the last year and a bit. I've had it for the last two and a bit years. And nothing's never been done about it. You let people talk about me, you let people slander me, you let people paint me as something I'm not. So like I said, hopefully this is the end of it now. I don't need this shit in my life, and I'm sure you lot don't. But, you know, it will continue, I guess, because, you know, no one's never put straight about things, are they? It's just left to simmer and simmer and simmer. And like I've always said to you, Paul, and to all your mates, I've never blocked any of you. You want to reach out and you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome. And one last thing, yeah, I took the video down. It was my decision to take the video down because I saw your video. And as much as people might think I'm an arsehole, I don't like to see people suffering. I don't. I'm not that type of person. I have enough suffering in my own life. And if that's a genuine video and that's genuinely how you feel, then, you know, I took the video down. I didn't want to make you feel like that. If that's how it made you feel. It was not my intention at all. You know, and I apologise. You know, if that's how it made you feel, or it made you feel shit, or it made you feel whatever. I took the video down. But the same courtesy was never given to me, was it? You left videos up, you know, regarding me for what, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? That was all left up. Other stuff's been left up in groups about me. I've never afforded, you know, the same courtesy that I've afforded you. It would have been nice if I would have, but I never was. So, like I said, hopefully this is the end of it now. This is the only thing I can do is put a video out. I can't talk to any of you. None of you speak to me. But just try and think back, if you would, to when we all first started talking. To how, you know, how we all used to get on and have a laugh. And think back to why that changed. And think back to why that changed. It wasn't me. I didn't change. I called out something I thought was wrong. And for that, I basically got blackballed. And what I did call out was wrong. It was wrong. You know, you don't take stuff off of people that can't afford it. And you don't, you know, to me that's not right. I thought I was doing something good. Well, I was doing something good. I didn't think I was doing something. I was doing something good. I was trying to, you know, just defend someone. And because of that, well, as you know, I defended all of you for many years. And where'd that ever get me? Got me nowhere. Got me a reputation as being a bully, defending my mates. But like I said on the video, and people can see it, never afforded me the same courtesy. None of you ever defended me. None of you ever stuck up for me. According to you, I'm all a piece of shit. So that's what you think of me. That's fine. But I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not a toxic. I'm not a nasty person. I'm far from it. And you know that. And you know I'm not. So, yeah, hopefully it all ends now. Because I've had enough of it all, to be honest. Like I said, you can always reach out to me. You know, I've never stopped anyone reaching out to me. I don't block people. I don't, you know, it's not me. You want to reach out to me, that's fine. You want to talk to me, that's fine. I'm the same person I've always been. I haven't changed. So yeah, I hope you're all well anyway, whoever watches it, and let this be an end to it all, because, you know, it gets to a point where it just goes too far. And I think it's all gone too far on both sides now. Like, it's just become ridiculous. But like I said, this all could have been sorted out years ago, but you didn't want to sort it out. You wanted to let this thing ride out about me being a certain way, which isn't true. And you know it's not true. Anyway, got no more to say.